Hey everyone! What is good? This is Silver Hyena. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we've got the OG Ohuhu Markers. Yes, just because I have a preference for the brush markers doesn't mean I'm going to neglect these babies anytime soon. They were my first. Anyways, what I have for today's drawing? Okay, I have a confession to make. I so enjoyed that Sonic the Hedgehog movie. My hand kind of slipped and I ended up sketching up this vomitously cute bit of fan art. Okay, I love this movie enough to draw a human. A specific human. Okay? That was not easy for me. Most of this was spent sketching at my desk. Not this desk, I meant my computer desk, excuse me. While, just watching random YouTube videos and stuff like that. Of course, I didn't actually film that, but I decided that I will film the inking and coloring. Now then, this is my Canson XL Mixed Media Sketchbook, which I love to bits. Anyways, yep, this is so cute I'm gonna vomit. Anyways, let's just jump right in. Okay, I know I've already gushed about how much I love this movie in some past videos, but it warrants mentioning again. This movie was just so much fun and a joy to watch. Yes, I know it's been out for a while at the time I'm posting this video. Probably old news to some of you. And I also acknowledge that this fan art piece is so adorable and sweet it could possibly induce cavities. At this point, I only feel that it's fair to warn you viewers that you're entering spoiler territories here, so fair warning! Still here? Okay, consider yourself warned. Well, yes, the movie was a fun and funny, action-packed ride. It's at the very end of the movie where it just hits you with the feels. I just loved the fact that after everything Sonic had been through, he finally had a real home and a real family. The two people he had always loved and admired from a distance are now his parents. Although when it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure that Sonic adopted the Donut Lord and the Pretzel Lady, not the other way around, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just really hoping that the sequel doesn't just abandon all of this beautiful family bonding in favor of video game action stuff that usually doesn't translate well to the big screen. In the vast majority of the cartoon series for Sonic that I've seen, Sonic is usually already established as the cool, confident, cocky, brash, and even arrogant leader. Sometimes second in command or in some sort of position of power. I actually love the fact that movie Sonic was aged down. In the movie, he's only like 13 years old as opposed to usually being around the 15, 17 range if I recall correctly. I haven't played many of the games, but I do enjoy the TV shows. The arrogance being cut back was a good move. It gave Sonic more humility. While he does occasionally have bouts of puffed up confidence, he's wise enough to realize when he genuinely needs help. I mean, probably one of my favorite parts of this movie is up on the rooftop when we begin the final confrontation with Robotnik. And he's all brash, cocky, confident. He's not worried about anything. He performed his little stunt with his two favorite humans. He's having fun, just using his super speed, knocking aside the missiles, bullets, drones. It's all fun and games until he finally sees that somebody else has finally matched his speed. Then suddenly, he's not so cocky and arrogant. I actually loved that, especially the realization when it finally hits him. You can just see it in his eyes. I just loved that. The other thing this movie did right, essentially making their own original characters I actually like and care about. Anyone who reads fanfiction knows what I mean. Yes, now you know my deep, dark shame. Sorry, Mom. Lol. Anyways, I love the relationship between Tom and Sonic especially. Those two are just adorable together. The Great Donut Lord is totally Sonic's dad, and you will not be able to convince me otherwise. There's also an underlying message about just how mentally damaging prolonged isolation can be. And as much as people out there may praise Longclaw for taking care of Sonic when he was little and keeping him safe, he's somewhat to blame for the severe mental trauma that poor kid endured. Someone out there give Longclaw directions back to Gahul, please? Being alone forever may be safe, sure, but is it really a life worth living? And that's something else that this movie explores. Am I overanalyzing this? As usual. Am I making a movie about a super fast blue hedgehog way too deep? I probably am, but I'm gonna keep going. In the end, Sonic fought hard and got what he's always wanted. A family that loves him for him. By the way, I've already stated this before too, but it must be stated again. Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik was absolutely delightful. He is now the only person that I can see as Robotnik in a live-action role. Kind of like how I can only see Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams or Ian McKellen as Gandalf, Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik. A diabolical dish of ham and cheese, and I can't help but smile when he's on screen. Now I should probably talk at least a little bit about the supplies I'm using in this video. This is the Canson XL Mixed Media Paper, which I love because it's not only relatively inexpensive and reasonable, the paper has held up pretty well to a lot of the mediums I've thrown at it, so good on you, Canson. Your mixed media paper, lovely. And the markers, well, I decided to bring back the classic Ohuhus, the OG Ohuhu Markers. Well, OG for me. I know that they had an older style even way before I really could comprehend what alcohol-based markers were, but Ohuhu, while yes, the brush tips are absolutely magical, I got my start with their basic bullet and chisel, and these suckers are still going strong. They are still absolutely wonderful, and I'd recommend them to anyone. And as you can see, they blend beautifully. I love, love, love these markers. If you have never used Ohuhu before, consider getting yourself a set. Whether you get this set, whether you get the brush markers, or like, I have not tried them yet, but Ohuhu now even has like kind of the watercolor brush sort of pens that I want to get. I do want to get my hands on some of those too, I assure you. But they're steadily growing, and they're starting to nip a bit at Arteza, I think. But this is just my personal opinion. Although it's like I've used plenty of stuff from Arteza that I like as well. Well, what do you know? You get a little bit of a movie review, you get a little bit of an art supply review. I'm just all over the place in this video, aren't I? But you know what? That's okay. I'm kind of a scatterbrained individual anyway. Alrighty, here we are. That was quite a bit, and wow, sometime I tried to cover up some of the little mistakes, but I think it's getting a bit more difficult. Yeah, what I probably should have done, especially since I had some rather obvious erase marks, I probably should have transferred it to another piece of paper, but I was lazy in that regards, and this is mixed media paper, and I've used marker in it before. Oh wow. Yeah, it definitely does bleed through, so you gotta be careful about that. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is Silver Hyena, signing off. Okay, and try not to barf, okay? I know it's super cutesy, it's vomitously adorable, but just that or find a trash can or something, okay? Wow, that was awful. Anyways, on that awkward note, bye!